On this journey, even though we know and understand somewhere deep down, right, that awakening and change, internal shift, it requires a lot of work. It requires us going through certain experiences, through certain pains. It's what I said, to create that diamond, pressure is required, right? Good things don't come to people who put zero effort. So even if you understand that it will require a lot of work, it will require courage, it will require determination, which this collective, you understand, and that's beautiful. Even though I feel like you still have moments of negativity, that it's hard, that why things are, it's we live in a world that constantly imposes that urgency on us, right? Quick fixes, right? We live in a world that doesn't teach us to work. Yes, we constantly hear that you have to work hard, but they don't really teach us what it means to work, right? This in a context of time and in a context of creation. People constantly want quick fixes, want everything fast, right? Machines to cook something quicker, like this thermo thingy, right? Or then dishwasher, because it's too time consuming to wash your freaking dishes. Take a pill because it's too time consuming to maybe change a little bit your diet habits, or to actually feel into yourself and your body. How do you feel? What do you need, right? I have a headache, let's take a pill. I have this, right? So it's this world of constant quick fixes, right? So we're not being programmed to the fact that sometimes it is about the journey. It is about a self-discovery, right? It is about the process, and that the process can be beautiful, because in process, it's where we find mindfulness, it's where we find presence, it's where we anchored ourselves in this life, in this experience of life, in our physical body, right? So it's like somewhere deep down you understand and you know these things, but in the same time, I feel you still feel this urgency. I feel you're still negative. Is it going to happen? When it's going to happen? How things going to unfold? What, right? You would have a lot of questions, this collective. And we have nothing will come out of this situation, which is showing me that you have to shift your mindset a little bit. Again, we're gonna do emotions on top of that, but it's sort of a showing me that you have to shift your mindset. You're being called to release and shed certain things, negative things from your mindset, because negative mindset is not what we need on this journey. It's ultimately, it's not about the outcome. You have to trust that the outcome that you will get from this journey, it will be the best possible outcome for you, that the universe knows better, that the most high, your guides, your spirit team, they know better. It is not for you to worry. So the situation as it is, and there's a reason I mentioned to you guys in previous part, that sometimes when something or someone is being removed from our life, is being taken away from our life, it's for our greatest good, because they either don't belong at all, or it was meant to be, or at this point universe is just protecting us, because we have to do certain things that we have to do on our own. And unfortunately, I always teach this to you guys, and some people, they get upset because they don't like to accept this truth, but it is ultimate truth. When we talk about journey of deep spiritual awakening, a journey of deep self-reflection, a journey of complete shift, of complete ego release, it's a journey we embark on our own. Okay, no one has ever done that truly deeply in a partnership. Then when we are in our divinity, when we would have completed this journey, obviously we can be aligned with our true soul connection, twin soul, soulmate, be in union, continue to heal with this person, continue to expand. We may have a joint mission with that person, but this deep shift to the very core, this lifetime where you learn about meaning of life, about human nature, you release all your core wounds, you completely shed this ego and allow your authentic true soul to emerge and lead the way. It's a journey of solitude. always, right? And it's for a good reason. So is the reason it came to my mind. We have a personal issue, reaches resolution, and also be bold and make the first move. What I'm hearing with this, that this is something from your past. So maybe there's still a sort of a karmic situation from your past. I look at this, hold on. Let's just quickly do a few to confirm. Hold on. Okay, we have not today, so maybe something that you don't necessarily wanted to deal with. Avoiding conversation, still angry. The snake. Remember we've mentioned this in the beginning, that in your first row, that conversation, that wanting to say something, chakra blocking. One more. Okay, so we have today, so it would be something that you don't want to deal with. We have the snake. So, snake person, sneaky person. The Grim Reaper, relationship is over. I was smelling this. I feel like this is your past relationship. So not the person currently connected to you. Watch this from the beginning. So it wouldn't be the person that sort of triggered this journey within you, awakened this journey within you, but it would be someone from the past, like a karmic relationship from the past, a relationship that is over. You know that it was over. You know that it's a snake person. Maybe there are certain things, codependency, abandonment issue, chaser, and we have the mask, gaslighting, not the nicest energy. So maybe there was someone in your life that you were in a relationship with, and you were sort of in the midst of, separating from this person, and maybe it was a not that easy separation, and you sort of got preoccupied with living your life, stabbed in the back. And then you met this new person, but I feel like you're being called to, that's the thing that I feel we're going to be shedding, to really close this. Don't enter this new 9-year cycle, and don't enter this new horse energy year with anything with this person. So if there's anything that you need to close, I'm hearing this clearly. There's this energy... not the nicest energy. So maybe this person is back, maybe in your energy, maybe they're saying that they want to, that they want to win you back, that they want to have a conversation, because that they want to put an effort, because there's this chaser, that they realize certain things, I'm hearing. But it's a mask, it's gaslighting, it's snake energy, Grim Reaper, the relationship is over. My advice would be, and it's not that you don't want it, this collective, so don't make this fit. This person, this past person, you would want to close it. You want nothing to do with this person. If you were even considering to talking to them, it would be because of this first row that we've done for you. Remember that forgiveness, that guilt. So maybe it is about this person. Maybe maybe this person returned to your energy saying that they want to mend things, that they want a second chance. Maybe it's been a relationship that it lasted quite a while before it ended. And maybe right now it's like you would feel, so don't make this fit. This collective, you would feel you don't want it. There's not a shred of doubt within you. But I feel that it may be a little bit of guilt. It maybe this person even has this sneaky way of gaslighting you and saying, now you're walking away from me because we've spent so many years together. And so it's like they're awakening this guilt. But no, what is over is over. What is karmic is karmic. You cannot, entertain someone's energy and stay in a relationship because you've spent so many years together, or because this person is sad, or they didn't know. If you in your heart know that this was not the person, that you don't want it, my advice would be just to close it. Be bold and take the first move we have here. So I would close this. Again, before the closure of the shedding year, the year of a snake, the 9-year cycle, maximum end of March, I'm hearing. So if you have any financial issues, any paperwork, divorce, custody, pets, I'm hearing, apartments, whatever that is that you still have with this person, gone, make it go, okay? All right, let's go back to what is it that you need to shed. They're only gonna stab you in the back anyway. hold on. What's the 4 as well? What? We have denial as well. So you're not seeing things quite clearly. Something avoidance, something you're avoiding. We're going to read through these. We're going to do it longing. You would long for something. I pulled this card recently. You can still watch that on my Instagram. It was like I was sitting in the evening playing with my cards, and I pulled one for you guys, and we had like a conversation about it. Okay, we have integrity. That is number 47. I feel this is going to go back to that first road that we did for you. I feel you are in this moment of life when you are rebuilding and reconstructing your value model, your internal value model, really understanding what integrity is. And maybe the snake person that constantly stabs you in the back. Look what the next card is at the bottom of the deck. Coffin. What's dead is dead. Dead. That relationship is over. But maybe they are sort of making you feel, you know, we should always have compassion, but wounded people tend to do that. It's like there are people in this life that they themselves make a mess, right? They themselves make a mess. They themselves hurt you, ignore you, don't value you, don't treasure you. And then when you finally realize, when you finally rise into your power, you find the courage and right to move away, they have the audacity to blame this on you. Right? And if you're truly a good person, and especially for those of us who in that moment, and it happens a lot with the feminines on the journey, it's really that first test of your boundaries. You know who you are. You're not a bad person. There's no reason for you to feel guilty, to blame yourself. If this person cannot handle a breakup, cannot handle a separation, that I'm hearing and feeling that they themselves were the reason that it happened, it is on them, honey. It is not on you. You are not a babysitter of everybody here and of wounded men, and you are not, this is not a charity organization. Are you really going to stay in a relationship with someone because they're sad? No, people have to accept, especially men, they have to learn to accept things for what they are and not put this blame. It's true manhood comes with accountability. It's very unmasculine when men shift that blame, when they're the ones that made the mess, and instead of saying it out loud, they blame it on you. It's such a huge red flag. Side note, sorry, let's read through this. Integrity is doing the right thing even though no one is watching. It is our internal compass towards our true path that allows us to stay connected to our soul instead of falling into temptation to satisfy the needs of the ego. When we lead with integrity, we choose the right way, not the easy way, which is your case right now. It's the right way. We are true to ourselves and the promises we make. Our words are aligned with our actions, and that creates a foundation of trust for all our relationships, including the one that we have with ourselves. When we are wounded, we don't fully understand what does it mean to do the right thing. Without firm system of values, we act from a place of fear and ego, and we tend to choose the easy way that benefits us short term. I feel this past person, there's a reason it came forth, right, in this reading. I feel this past person is this first test for you to start to rebuild that system of values and really dive into what integrity means. Because what does it really mean to do the right thing, right? Maybe you yourself are really confused. Maybe this person says that they don't want to lose you, that they don't know what to do without you, that they need to talk to you, that they need to see you. And it feels, because you have that compassion. Us divine feminines, deep down, we have that compassion within us and that empathy within us, but it doesn't come in the beginning with self-love and with boundaries and with a firm system of values and integrity. So it doesn't work exactly the way it's supposed to. So maybe you're thinking, what is the right thing here? Should I still attend to this person's needs and to this person's needs and this person's pains. But no, there are things that we have to do as we end a relationship. I always say this: we shouldn't be avoiding certain conversations. We shouldn't be just disappearing from someone's life. This is also integrity. We should always have that final conversation. We should always honor and acknowledge the relationship and give it time to break apart, to heal ourselves, give this person space to heal, give them answers that they need, especially if we talk about long relationships that were committed and sort of a life partner situation. But when it's dead, it's dead. When it's over, it's over. And this is here our self-love, the guidance, the intuitive feeling inside. And when we still fall to that trap, we're not doing that from a place of soul. We're doing that from a place of ego. It means that we're afraid that someone will feel that we're not a good person. What this person thinks of you is completely irrelevant, okay? We have denial, number 51. Denial is the enemy of progress. Without acknowledging our shadows and patterns, we remain stuck without possibility of growth. I feel you're going to be entering this phase. Obviously, you're not going to shed all your shadows, but we need to shed the denial. So I feel you're going to be entering this phase where really your shadows will be shown to you. Why do you care about someone that hurt you and you know it was karmic and you don't want to be with this person anymore? You've done things the way you could. Why you care how they feel about you? How they feel about you is a reflection of them. Why is this guilt, this blame, this shame emerging into the surface, right? It's the moment to sort of create a list of shadows that we're going to be working on, to realize, to stop being in denial that no, I'm just being a good person. No. You're not being a good person. It's the attending to what's in the past. It's the past. You're just afraid that someone will. When we ourselves are not anchored in who we are, if you truly don't believe to your very core that you're a good person, that you have integrity, that you've done everything you could, the opinion of some schmuck will shake that. So on this journey, what is very important to anchor ourselves in who we are, right? So in the beginning, those will be karmic relationships. Then in future, you're going to start working with people as a healer. Those people will be shaking those beliefs. And it may be people of the internet that will shake those beliefs. And this journey is a journey of anchoring yourselves in who you are. The shame to admit that we are not perfect is stronger than the pain of what we go through. The proud ego takes over and creates false scenarios, keeping us bound by our traumas. When we are in denial, we cannot heal. We point fingers outwards towards other people, the world, and the destiny, but you're no longer doing that. We are incapable of acknowledging that the external world is always just a reflection of our internal state of being. When we start to heal, we understand that it is only through self-reflection that we can grow and transform. We realize that our shadows are not our enemies. We only need to give them love, heal them, and integrate them fully into our psyche. Yeah, so I feel like you understand that. You understand the mechanism, but there are still certain shadows that you're not completely understanding. I feel like there's certain things that you do, this collective, and you say to yourself that it's something that a good person would do, that you should do, but you're not realizing that it's a shadow. Because when we have self-love, when we're healed, we also have boundaries. We respect ourselves. We understand that what's over, it's over. We don't own anything, anyone. Once we close that karmic contract on our end, and how this other person closes it, it's on them. We have avoidance 77, so maybe there is something that you are unfortunately avoiding. Avoiding is a subconscious behavioral pattern caused by physical or emotional abandonment or rejection. It's a trickster shadow that makes us believe we are being strong and that we courageously put in boundaries whenever we feel uncomfortable. So you're afraid to put in boundaries with this person, but you're saying to yourself that you're just like I see this in many people when they break up with their ex, and You know that you don't want to go back to this person, you don't want to be with this person. It's over, it was karmic, but this person still has influence on your energy. So maybe they are still in your energy, maybe they're still texting you or calling you or want to go. And people, they pick up those calls, they spend, hours talking to this person, because they gaslight, because they manipulate, because they make you feel like if you don't do that, you're a bad person. And you're convincing yourself that it's a decent thing to do, that it's a kind thing to do, that you do that because you have compassion. But it's not true. You're avoiding the truth, which is, it's a shadow. It's a shadow. You are afraid that in the mind of this person you will be that bad person, that you will do something that you yourself are afraid that was done to you, right? So when we have that fear of abandonment, and when we have that fear of being, right, it's like we don't want to do this to this other person, and you start to think, but it's not the same situation. If you've closed it the way you could, if what's dead is dead. I keep hearing that statement. What's dead is dead. You need to close this before this 9 cycle closes. And it's not coming from your compassion, from your good heart. No. It's a lack of respect towards yourself, towards the right decision, towards your future self, right? There's absolutely no, I always say this, there's absolutely no reason to keep in touch with our exes, with exception of situations, okay, where it's your baby daddy, baby mama, right? So then you have to, but you don't have to be friends with this person. And maybe there are some very, very, rare occasions where it was you were very young when you were together, and you had that baby mama, baby daddy, and now you completely have zero feelings towards each other. But I still feel that what's in the past, it's in the past. We learn our lessons, and we don't know. So it's such a red flag if someone keeps in touch with their ex, with someone still have their exes on social media. It's a lack of respect towards your future self. It's a lack of respect towards 1144, towards your future partners that you want to attract. You're energetically attaching yourself to your past. What the hell for? Because this person cannot accept things for what they are, and you're feeling a little bit better. You're wiggling your ego. The soul has no need. The contract was closed. And if you still have a need, it's because you haven't learned something from that. Again, there's absolutely no reason. And I would say this to all of my beautiful ladies. If you're starting to date someone, if this person, and same to gents, if this person still talks about their ex, if this person still has some sort of a feelings and resentment towards their ex, if this person still keeps in touch, if it's except the very case of baby daddy, baby mama, where obviously you have to, in some shape or form, keep in touch with this person, but only if it goes about the children. Sometimes, even if it's painful, you guys, we have to let go. Sometimes you may think, but it's a good person, we could be buddies. But no, have some respect to the next journey of your life. What's dead, it's dead, okay? And you have to admit that it's not your kindness that is allowing you to keep responding to these messages. It's your fear. It's your shadows. And we have wholeness. I just want to read the last paragraph. When we are wounded, shadows of lack and worthiness push us to long for things and emotions outside of ourselves. Remember, separation is just an illusion that creates a wall between ourselves and our divine power. I am everything, I need nothing. It's this energy that you are starting to understand. You're not, if you're far away from embodying and just yet this collective, but you understand that everything goes within, which is great, because it means that you're going to be amazing on your journey of healing. Because whatever will happen, you will go inwards. You will seek for answers within. You won't be, why are people like this? Why is this person doing this? But where's the lesson in it for me? Where is the lesson? Once you close the lessons, once you take a decision I promise you this person will disappear from your energy because you will lock it. Maybe sometimes we need to take the harsh step of, block, delete, completely remove, and ask, please do not contact me. I do not wish that. But this is this balance between compassion and self-love. It's not compassion if, constantly responding to this person. It's not compassion if you don't want it, if you don't need it, if it causes you pain, if you keep reopening the old wounds and like sticking that finger into that open wound. Why would you do that? If you don't want it, you have the right, even that this person needs that. Well, this person has to handle their own internal world in their own way. It is none of your concern. All right. What do we need to shed? Do we do the animal deck? I want to do one more deck. I feel like I want to do this one for you for guidance, my feminine deck, because you kind of were trying to discover who she is. So let's just pull maybe 3 or 4 for guidance for you. One more. All right, we have worthiness trauma. This is it. It's what this person as well is showing to you, but many things in your life right now. I do want to read this card for you. It's number 8, the worthiness trauma, with this little snake here. Can you see him? We need to shed skin just like him. A worthiness wound is not healed through finding people who deem us worthy or achieving any external gain or goal, but by understanding that our worthiness is not dependent on anything external or physical. Release who you were told to be and what you were told you must do to become worthy. It is your birthright to walk this earth and experience love, peace, abundance, and fulfillment. Find the root cause of this wound within you: social conditioning, cultural conditioning, family conditioning, or perhaps unhealed past trauma. Who told you you're not good enough? There is worthiness within you. It's like, even in situation with this person, right? Maybe you feel that if you cause them pain, you're not going to deserve happiness yourself. That's what I'm hearing, but you're not causing them pain. That is dead. How they handle it, it's not right. What we can control is how we bring closure into our relationships, right? So this is where you have control. Whether you ghost someone, whether you cheat on someone, whether you walk away with absolutely zero explanation, that you have influence on. But I don't feel you've done any of these things as collective. But when you choose to walk away from someone with mature conversations, with in the beginning trying to fix things and trying to do the right thing, having conversations, and then it's just not going to work out, so you just take that decision to walk away, how they handle that, it's not on you. It shows their level of maturity, their level of consciousness, their level of self-awareness, their wounds, not yours. How they feel about you has nothing to do with who you actually are. We have clear your energy, you guys. Maybe you should clear your energy from this person. Maybe you should, I feel like you should really close everything in the physical that you have. I keep hearing this, like, until this March month, like the closure of everything that we've mentioned, and maybe just do some energy cleanse. So go for like a nice healing session, shamanic session, or to like to look into the cords, maybe to truly dissolve these cords. Let me know if you have question about these things, but I feel like you should cleanse your energy. It's like this, you're entering a big new 9-year cycle. It's that thing cannot go with. We have seek your purpose, which is beautiful. So you are being guided to your path to seek your purpose, and we have connect to the sun. Sun is life force energy. Sun is power. Sun is that positivity as well. You had a bit of a negativity, so maybe you're being asked and called to spend a little bit time, outside in the sun. Maybe difficult now if you're in northern hemisphere, but whenever there's a bit of a sunny day, just go out, try to really connect to that life force energy. And yeah, this, you know what you need to shed, you know what you need to do, you know what you need to do. I love you so incredibly much. If you have questions, let me know. If you want to sign up for a session, link is in my bio, and I will see you soon.